One of the defining characteristics of the Defiant 1 electric skateboard is the ability to choose between 3 different truck angles. There are a few reasons you may want to adjust the angle of your trucks. If you are trying to make your board more stable at high speeds, and are less concerned about carving, for example, you may choose a lower angle for the rear or both trucks. Here's how to do that. You're going to need a 4mm hex key and an 8mm wrench or socket. If you have a hex driver that fits your drill, you may want to use that instead. It's faster, so that's what we'll be using. You're also going to want to remove the hanger. This will make it a lot easier to get to the base plate. For that, you're going to need a skate tool or a 9/16 socket or wrench. With the hanger out of the way, we can more easily access the bolts that hold the base plate's 2 halves locked into position. On one side are the nylock nuts holding the bolts in. Hold those with a wrench while using the hex driver to unscrew the bolt. Now that the bolts are removed, you can see how the 2 halves of the base plate slide together and lock into 3 positions to give you a choice of 50 degrees, which is what it ships with, 43 degrees, and 36 degrees. Let's say we just want to add a little more stability to the front and rear and are less concerned about carving response. We'll set them both to 43 degrees. Now we just line up the center set of holes and replace the bolts. Make sure they're nice and tight so there's no slop. You don't want things rattling at speed. The front is now set at 43 degrees. Now let's do the back. Again, we'll remove the hanger. The entire drive assembly can simply rest on the enclosure. That way you don't have to unplug anything. Remember, we're going for 43 degrees this time, so that's the center hole. We now have both the front and rear trucks set at 43 degrees. The result of this should be slightly less carving response and a little more stability at higher speeds. We now have both the front and rear trucks set at 43 degrees. The result of this should be slightly less carving response and a little more stability at higher speeds. Be careful out there, and as always, enjoy your ride.